So, let me ask you something real quick. Are you prepared for the unthinkable, like an end of the world type of scenario? If you are, then do you have a handgun? I'm thinking a lot of you do. Maybe let us know what it is in the comments section. But if you don't have a handgun, then stick around to the end of this video. Here we'll talk about 6 models you'd want to really consider for when the world takes a turn for the worst. We didn't just pick the most popular handguns and come with a random nonsensical list. We focused on those with a proven track record of reliability, durability, and the ability to handle anything that comes their way, whether you're facing a societal collapse or a natural disaster. These are all full-size handguns tested in the harshest conditions and are chambered in some of the most popular handgun calibers in America. Without further ado, let's get to them. Number 6, Smith & Wesson 327 TRR8. Are you a fan of revolvers? Then you've got to check out the Smith & Wesson Performance Center 327 TRR8. This bad boy is one of the best .357 Magnum revolvers you can snag without breaking the bank. It masterfully blends traditional craftsmanship with cutting-edge technology. Sure, you could look at revolvers from European gun makers like Minoran, Kurth, and Spohr, but those will cost upwards of $5,000. The TRR8, by comparison, only costs $1,569. Plus, except for Kurth, they're all mostly limited to 6-round capacities. The Performance Center at Smith & Wesson is famous for its precision work. Each revolver, including the Model 327 TRR8, goes through a rigorous process of hand cutting, fitting, and fine-tuning. What you get is a highly tuned trigger that's both super smooth and crisp, making those rapid double-action shots feel like a breeze. So, why is the Model 327 TRR8 a top pick for an end-of-the-world scenario? First off, it packs an 8-round cylinder. While you'll find other .357 Magnums with similar capacities from brands like Ruger, Taurus, and Kurth, none match the total package of the 327 TRR8. Kurth's models come close, but at a price that's tough to swallow. Secondly, the 327 TRR8 is constructed with a scandium frame, hitting the sweet spot between strength and weight. This makes it not only tough, but also light enough to handle and carry comfortably, which is exactly what you need if you're on the move in a tough situation. The third big sell, this revolver comes ready with accessory rails. This means you can slap on a flashlight, red dot sight, or even a scope, turning it into a versatile tool suited for any scenario you might face when the grid goes down. Lastly, Smith & Wesson designed this model with a cylinder cut for moon clips. These are included right out of the box and are game changers for quick reloads. Moon clips allow you to reload all 8 rounds at once, which greatly enhances your reload speed so you can keep firing when it matters most. Number 5, CZ75. If you're lining up your options for a reliable end-of-the-world sidearm, don't overlook the CZ75. This pistol might not be the go-to standard issue for the U.S. military or law enforcement, but it's a favorite among military units and police forces globally. Not only that, but it's also the second most replicated pistol design after the iconic 1911. Why do competitive shooters often reach for the CZ75? A lot of it comes down to its low bore axis, which contributes to its renowned reliability and ease of handling. The initial heavy double-action trigger pull might require a firm squeeze, but it offers a layer of safety for carrying. After that, each single-action pull is lighter and crisp, allowing for rapid, precise follow-up shots. Plus, the CZ75 is known for having one of the most ergonomic grips out there, fitting a broad range of hand sizes comfortably. In terms of durability, the CZ75 has a solid track record. It survived countless grueling tests, proving it can handle whatever dirt, mud, or worse that an apocalyptic world might throw at it. Imagine wading through swamps or crawling through rubble. This pistol will keep firing without a hitch. However, every gun has its trade-offs. Some users find the inconsistent DASA trigger setup troublesome, especially because of the initial heavy pull. Also, while the CZ75 does sport 18-round magazines, there are similar-sized 9mm pistols out there that can hold more ammo. Also, when it comes to customizing, the CZ75 has a decent range of aftermarket parts, though they might not swap out as seamlessly as those for more modular firearms. But that's about it. Pricing can vary quite a bit depending on the model and features of the CZ75 you're looking at. The manufacturer's suggested retail price sits at around $799, but you're likely to find better deals if you shop around at local gun stores or online. Number 4, FNX45. The FNX45 might not be the standard issue for any specific military or law enforcement units, but that doesn't stop it from being a favorite among some who serve. Despite its lack of official endorsement, this pistol lands on our list for several standout reasons, making it a solid choice for anyone considering an end-of-the-world sidearm. First off, the FNX45 is built tough. Its reliability, even under harsh conditions, makes it a dependable companion in any survival scenario. While it wasn't originally designed as a target pistol, it surprises with excellent accuracy thanks to a well-crafted trigger and manageable recoil. What really sets the FNX45 apart, though, is its impressive ammo capacity. It holds 15 rounds of 45 ACP, fitting all that firepower into one magazine is no small feat, and it's a big plus when you're thinking about defending yourself in a pinch. Sure, the FNX45 has its critics. Some find it heavy, which can be a drag if you're on the move for long periods. But in a gun designed to shoot 45 ACP, that extra weight is actually a good thing, helping to absorb the recoil and make shooting more comfortable. There are also gripes about the heavier trigger pull on some models, and yes, 45 auto ammo isn't the cheapest, but you can stock up on bulk ammo to mitigate that issue. The FNX45's popularity remains strong, partly due to its capability in emergency situations where you need reliable and powerful protection. This pistol's robust design and significant stopping power make it another great option if you're prepping for unpredictable futures. If you're interested, FN lists the vanilla FNX45 at an MSRP of $919. There's also a tactical version available for $1,379, which includes several upgrades like a threaded barrel for suppressor attachment, higher sights to accommodate suppressors, and slide cuts for adding optics. Features that enhance its functionality and make it even more valuable in a survival toolkit. Number 3. H&K USP. The H&K USP might not be a household name like Glock, Sig, or CZ models, but it's carved out a spot on this list for several compelling reasons, making it another great option for an end-of-the-world scenario. First up, the USP is renowned for its reliability and durability. These features make it an excellent option for self-defense or law enforcement roles, where a fail-proof weapon is essential. It's also super ergonomic. It also has a comfortable grip and well-placed controls, making it straightforward and comfortable to handle and operate, even under stress. But what really sets the USP apart is its robust build. It's one of the few pistols explicitly rated for +P and +P+ ammunition, according to its manual. Some owners even shoot 45 super rounds through it without needing any mods. This kind of versatility and ammo compatibility is invaluable in scenarios where ammo options might be limited. Oh, and side note, although the USP wasn't designed as part of the US SOCOM's OHWS program, it underwent many of the same rigorous tests intended for that program. It shares several characteristics with the MK23 Mod 0, a match-grade, high-capacity, 45 auto that was eventually adopted by US SOCOM. On the downside, the USP is a bit on the heavier side. Its fiber-reinforced polymer frame is beefed up with stainless steel inserts in high-stress areas, which makes it a tad heavier than other polymer frame pistols. Yet in a survival situation, that added weight helps with recoil management. Now, while its standard 12-round magazines doesn't quite stack up to some competitors, the expert version chambered in 9mm offers a higher ammo capacity, and yes, The USP comes with a higher price tag ranging from $1,129 to $1,249, which might put it out of reach for some. But if you want something that can handle a wide range of ammo options and maintain reliability in the harshest conditions, the USP is worth every penny. Number 2, Sig P226. The Sig Sauer P226 isn't just any handgun. It's the chosen sidearm for elite groups like the U.S. Navy SEALs and the Texas Rangers. This alone might give you an idea of its reliability, but there's plenty more that makes the P226 perfect for any apocalyptic scenario. Unlike its cousin, the P320, which has had issues with accidental discharges, the P226 is a model of reliability. It's passed the stringent torture test conducted by the Navy SEALs. If it's tough enough to meet their high standards, it's more than capable of handling whatever rough situations you might find yourself in when society takes a nosedive. Accuracy is another hallmark of the P226, thanks to its ergonomic grip and smooth trigger pull, making it not only reliable, but also easy to shoot and easy to shoot well. But it isn't without its critiques. Some shooters find it a bit too much recoil, but that's often down to personal preference. What's too much for one might be just right for another. Also, while it's all-metal gun, it's not overly heavy. Uses an aluminum alloy frame paired with a steel slide, striking a good balance between durability and heft. In a survival situation, a bit of extra weight is beneficial for handling recoil and enhancing the gun's ruggedness. Cost is something to consider. The P226 can be pricey. The MSRPs ranging from $1,000 to $2,000 depending on the model and features. But street prices often fall below MSRP, so it's worth shopping around or checking with local dealers for the best deal. All in all, the Sig P226 should definitely be on your short list for a go-to handgun when things go sideways. Number 1, Glock 19. Yeah, I know what you're going to say. We love to bash Glock pistols a lot, so what the hell's the Glock 19 doing here? Sitting on top of the list. Well, when push comes to shove, come on. The Glock 19 is still the most ubiquitous 9mm handgun carried by military, law enforcement, and civilians. Everyone has one, which means in an end-of-the-world type of scenario where your money isn't worth poop, if you ever need spare parts for repairs or even accessories, there's a very high likelihood you can come across another guy's Glock 19 and you can salvage parts from it. Oh, and one other thing. The Glock 19 is reasonably priced. In the sea of 9mm pistols on the market, which varies widely in price, features, and reliability, making a decision now can get overwhelming. You could end up delaying your purchase and find yourself unarmed when disaster strikes. Almost all of us watch our budgets, and the Glock 19 respects that. Heck, if budget isn't an issue, then stop watching this video already. Just buy the most expensive race gun you can find, maybe from SVI or Nighthawk Customs or Atlas Gunworks. On the flip side, while budget options like High Point's Yeet Cannon are great for when you're broke, if it's an end of the world, it shouldn't be too difficult to scrounge up $450 for a handgun with a proven track record. The Glock 19 has gone through countless torture tests. If you're on the fence about its reliability, there's a ton of available data online proving it. This pistol will fire every time you pull the trigger, no matter what brand of ammo you put in it, or even if you have to go for a dip in a muddy swamp.